Greetings, fellow Wendigo. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech, The First Wendigo, Episode 53, Little Orphan Army. Kind of messed up to have kids with your fiance's half-children? Yeah, I guess. Oh, this is a really good time for a psychic droner, because Wendy is already wandering, so it can't hurt me, really. Mass is feeling this, though. Oh, boy. Let's go for Yayo. Try not to get addicted. I want Tiffy to punch Squint, because Squint can self-defend. Squint is not pacified plus. I could actually just pacify Tiffy. Why don't I do that, so that there's fewer of this nonsense? So I'll cook one up. Shim about poor shooting? That just means that they're a brawler. Or, alternatively, I could get a shooter gene and just implant and override it. I don't have a positive shooter gene, but you can suppress a poor shooter gene pretty easily with a good one. Transport crash of Cespla, part of the glitterworld empire. Definitely want to rescue for the reputation. I'm going to send Mike. Because Mike stays warm best. Of the slaves. I don't want to send Maz, because Maz could have a psychotic wander out there, and that's really dangerous to be out of the walls and wandering. Sounds like a bad time. One thing I don't have yet is a bait beacon. It'd be pretty easy to just throw a bait beacon out here. I'm a little worried about these Thrumbo getting away too, given that I've not dealt with them, and I ought to. Is that... No, that might not be far enough for my walls. Because I wouldn't want them targeting the bait beacon and getting close enough to, like, get inside. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting the cables in the walls so that the walls don't get destroyed for the... Or the cables don't get destroyed to depower. You know what? I don't even need to power it. What am I even thinking? Apparently not much. There we go. We'll just put a bait beacon out there when I get around to it. Oh, Thrumbo. You guys might have a pass. Because I don't want to risk Mass's life, because Mass is getting hit by a high psychic drone, so I don't actually think it's worth trying to fight them at the moment. Unless I can get people to cheer up, which I'm not going to be able to do. That's just tragic. But it would be pretty foolish to have Mass start fighting one and then go psycho, wander, and die. And I absolutely see that happening if I attempted it, because Mass is about to have a psychotic break anyway. The other problem is I can't even anesthetize Mass to stop a psychotic break, because if I did, then the slaves would be unattended and wouldn't have themselves a little slave rebellion. Which is equally not good. Mood 0. We're also starving because Wendy hasn't been able to cook. So I might need to have Mass start eating or cooking simple meals out of human meat or something as a stopgap measure. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do, yeah. Because otherwise we're going to have a real problem. I don't know which it is. Nope, wrong one. There we go. I'll do one more for soups. Well, this droner's been droning on for almost a full day. I probably have... I'm not exactly sure how much time I have before the thrombo takeoff, but hopefully Wendy snaps out of it in time. Hopefully, that's the fingers crossed. She's sleeping, but not snapping out of it. All right, let's change this. It's pretty clear that I'm gonna have to make a batch, at least. Nope, nope, nope. I did that wrong. Oh, no, I didn't. I just didn't suspend the other one. Even my rescued guest here is having psychotic breaks, crisis of belief, due to this droner. All this time, Wendy's just been eating whatever she wants, because when you're psychotically wanderer, you don't listen to food priorities, so a whole lot of not cannibal food is being consumed by her, which is a wee bit of an issue. One thing that once she snaps out of it would help is if I sacrificed one of the prisoners. I really wanted to sacrifice the prisoners by putting them into a rip scanner, but I'm not getting the research done in a timely fashion. That's why I made Soups a smarty pants. Speaking of which, there you go. Give you the smarty pants work priorities. Would a wrecked dining room improve the colony mood? Not really. I already have rec and dining here as part of the larger room, which is close enough. Yeah, Thrumbo's gone. Wendy was psychotic for the exact duration that Thrumbo was on the map tile floor, and not a moment longer. Her withdrawals, though, are, she's 90% recovered. So she'll be over it pretty soon. The other thing I could do... Oh, okay, so the drone stopped. That's going to help. The other thing I could do is send her on the trade caravan, because time still passes when you're off tile. So yeah, I was going to have her do the kid helmets as soon as she gets a few meals made so that everyone else can eat. And maybe sleep first, too. What's the best thing that was added in the new DLC? I don't... All of it, man. It's hard to answer. I would say the genes because of the replayability, but all of it's pretty awesome. Hospitality for royals. 17 days, an acolyte, and 1 court ally. Do I host 2 royals? Yes or no? They're here for a while. They're kind of annoying to deal with. They don't do any work. So you can vote yes, you can vote no. I already have the honor to be a countess, so the extra honor could be used for favors, but I certainly don't need it to succeed in my goals, which would be the major reason. What a busy prison. I'm sure I can do some egg extractions, but I'm going to wait till they're all on the same cooldown. Just a little easier to hit them all at once. Oh, there. You know, I can actually do it now, but whatever. Let's go for it then. Oh, no, I take that back. I don't have any heal root. So I'm going to want herbal meds before I do that. Nope, can't make them into a royal meal. If you mean the hosting royals, because Wendy is staying allied to the glitterworld empire for her rank as one of the goals of the series. So, betraying them makes no sense. Ah, she's in another daze. Well, the transport pod will be loaded up for when she breaks days. Unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of meals made. I was trying to make another batch of meals before this happened, but it happened too soon. If there was ever a time for her to have mental breaks, I guess now would be it, though. It could be a lot worse. Tiffy is here for 3 more days, and she has not died to blood rot yet. I think all of the helmets are in here. Yep. Seems like it. We're almost done shredding mechs, which is cool. That has been a long time coming. And the xenogerm for Tiffy is done, but I don't think I need to implant it in Tiffy, because Tiffy's only here for 3 more days, so it's really not that big of a deal. And Squint, I'll be able to rescan in about 10 hours. And then 2.5 days for Packist. Come on, Wendy. Alright, we're out of meals again. So even though I destroyed the bill, I have to put it up again. Oh, of course. Of course. Alright, Mass, that's up to you. And she is 97% over her addiction, because I only took it once. So it's fast to recover, but, like, it does take some time. You guys clearly don't want me to host the Royals. That was overwhelmingly no, if I've ever seen it. So let me dump that. Uh-oh. Oh, well. The person I was trying to host for rep, died. Oopsie poopsie. Orange Chaos. Go to the behind the wall zone and go to work. Getting you to dig at compacted seal again. You think you've seen too many lazy royals? Yes. That and Wendy wanted to be a countess for the power that she would gain, but she's not trying to be friends with the royals. She's trying to use them. Oh, God, don't tell me that I'm going to miss an exotic goods trader. All right, what do they have? The problem is nobody but Wendy is any good at trading. So I'm going to make sure... Oh, she's no longer in a psychotic state because she's unconscious due to hypothermia. I think. Or a mix of hypothermia and her withdrawal. It's actually kind of nice. So have you shiver for a second. Have you warm up so you're not hypothermic. And also, I'm guessing you're hungry? And sleepy. Quite sleepy. So she will, after all, be able to do the, Don't have another break. Oh my god. Alright, let's do this before... actually, just go to sleep. I'll have you trade once you're not, so tired that you're insane. Plus, maybe you recover from your addiction in your sleep. That'd be great. So, Soups. I suppose I haven't given you a weapon. You have a shooting of 0. I guess a heavy SMG good quality is the best I could do for now. But we'll definitely reassess your genome soon. Oh, also, the trade beacon broke. For right now, I am going to stop hauling slag so that we can haul other things like the steel and plasteel that is on the ground, which is a little bit more important because I've been seeing Mike haul a lot of slag and there's not much a point to that. Okay, Wendy's mood is heading to somewhere good. So I'll have her wake up, make a few... make a meal, eat it, repair the beacon, and then trade with the exotic goods before they leave. So what do we got? Neurocomputation, combat weaponry, and flesh shaping. Don't really care about those. Very unhappy blue skin. Hulk body fertile. Don't care. Slow, don't care. Death serum wouldn't be terrible. Ageless and quick study. Pollock seed would be nice. Maybe I'll buy the pollock seed. What side trainers do I need? Skip shield is a 5, I think? No, it's a 6. So I don't know if I want to buy it. The melee trainer is really nice to have. I'll buy 2 of those. Sell the thrombo horn. I have 200 gold, so I'm not going to bother with the gold. I'll buy the Insanity Lance. I'll buy the Mega Screen TV. I'll cop to some really nice things here. Words of Serenity. I think she has Chunk Skip. So that's like most of my silver. Do you have Chunk Skip? You do. Cool. She didn't have Words of Serenity, though. So we are... maybe there's a better spot for that. But at least we have a new recreation type. And another Pollux tree. So that extra Pollux tree can be used to help keep people happy. Or, sorry, the TV to help keep people happy, and the Pollux tree to reduce the pollution load. And I'll probably put it down here as well. I'll put it here. Or maybe even like overlap with the original one. There's not too much of a disadvantage to be it's partially overlapped. Depends on the overhead mountain. Yeah, I'll put it there. My mutant tree grove. Oh, just in time. Just in time. So I think Wendy forgot that she's supposed to go into this transport pod. Which is kind of annoying. And I'm not really sure what I want to do about it. Because if I cancel the load, all of the 55 helmets spill out everywhere. And I have to reload them. I guess I'll do that. But, like, it's really annoying. Would the Mega Screen TV improve the throne room? I can drop it in there and see if it helps. But I don't think it's going to move the needle enough to warrant it. We'll see. The other things is melee trainer. I was going to give to Mass, maybe? Yeah, I'll give it to Wendy. And then Words of Serenity and... Oh, no, this is different trainers. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to that for now. I think maybe one of these 2 embryos will turn into a brawler. Like a true brawler. Because I don't want to risk Mass brawling, because Mass is also a Mechanator. So if we risk... Oh, hello, Polar Bear. If we risk Mass brawling, there is a risk of losing the worker bots, which is no good. Okay, you're clearly not potting, so fine, whatever. Do this all over again. Orange Chaos, you are done? Correct. So I'll have you recharge for now. And Wendy's ready to go. So we're going to visit. Fulfill trade order. See if they have anything that I want to buy. Not particularly. Nope. Call shuttle. And return home. Awesome. So mining is not something that she's going to learn, but I did want the social and the crafting for her. So she is social 16, crafting 17. Awesome. Tough skin and armor, skin glands, which maybe will get some use at some point. So if the TV was put in here, because you did pose the question, it does not move the impressiveness at all. Like, not maybe 1 point. Because it's not a beautiful object, it's a wealthy object, but it's the beauty that I really need. So, at least you have a definitive answer. Whoa, we really tunneled. Something I want to do with the Smuk Slag Zone is to reduce the ingredient radius so that we don't run all the way across the map, which is what we've been doing, which is a super waste of my time. And let's take them off of High Priority Hall so that we can get back to research. Tiffy is here for 1.3 more days. A few of the prisoners are, like, starving to death, but nothing that I, whatever. Now that we have 2 researchers, it does make sense to try to deep drill again. I was not scanning previously because there was kind of no point, because I didn't have, like, a second person to handle the task. Wendy, when you're done cooking, I'll have you plant, or how about T-Sang? No, not sign of growing. T-Sang. Or, no, it would be a better task for Mike. Mike, plant the pollock seed. In 5 hours, Kish will be back, and Kish will help to repair the things that need repairing. Still working on the high mech tech, but at least Soups is working on it now. Already up to level 11 intellectuals. That's pretty good. I might offer Mike the skill trainer for mining, at least one of them, because I have 2 of them, which would help Mike's ability. Or no, I have 1 of them, right? Yeah, how about you guys decide? Should I make Mike a So one of the reasons I would say not to give Mike the mining trainer is now I do have the gene of great mining. So if one of these embryos pops out and it turns out that they get good traits, I can turn that person into a colonist miner rather than a slave miner, and colonists work faster than slaves inherently. It's up to you. Because I can design one of these embryos to be a really capable miner if I get lucky enough for them to have the right traits for it. But I'll have you guys decide that. Because alternatively, what I could do with Mike is just give him mining arms once I get specialized arm blueprint. And Kish is back. So all the mechs are now resurrected. The scanner is operable. It's on the roof. Wow, we have not put a lot of heal root into this farm. Parduk is just, I guess, have been recharging, I suppose. Do I have melee skill banked? I do. Yeah, I've got great melee banked. So I can turn any embryo that I just ate into a meleeer if I want. Plus I have reduced pain and robust and super fast wound healing, so really good meleeer. And then I have great mining banked as well. Hence the not maybe needing to offer Mike the mining ability. Plus, I don't have anything to deep drill yet. I've scanned. There was silver up here, but it's kind of far away. And there's nothing else scanned yet, so there's not like a high priority to do that yet. Okay, we definitely have some meals now. And we're still pushing towards high mech tech, so I can get the RIP scanner, and then also get paramedics and fabricors, potentially. I could make Soup's melee as well. True. Currently, Soups is helping me out research, but there's nothing stopping me from creating another xenogerm, implanting Soups to become a meleeer, because Soups does have strong melee damage, robust, reduced pain. The disadvantage of Soups, fortunately, doesn't have any traits that hurts melee skill, so that part's good, I guess. But also doesn't have, like, Brawler or Nimble or something that would be even better. Hey, bulk goods trader. Sorry, Wendy, you have to wake up. Still no jade. You guys are killing me. I'm going to sell the glands, because I don't... if I'm going to install a gland, it's going to be stone skin, not tougher armor. It's going to be the best one. I'm going to buy their wood, because I'm actually running low, especially when I need to make the piano to become a countess. Do I need more gold? Not yet. I have plenty of stone, so I don't need to buy stone either. And bison wool might be good for me to buy. That way I can make slave clothing that keeps them insulated. Yeah, I think that's pretty reasonable. I don't have any armor for melee yet. Well, no, that's not true. I have recon armor already researched. Mass and Wendy are both wearing recon armor, and I have like 9/10 of marine armor researched as well. You guys say, don't offer the skill trainer to Mike. Got it. Sorry, Mike. You did say that I should try to ally Inalar, and I have a bunch of really crummy, stupid weapons filling up my stockpile. So let me send them. It's not going to move the needle very much, but I'm going to send them some garbage as just a way to clean up more than to make a friend. But it's the first step to friendship. Once T-Sang is not so busy smithing, I can have T-Sang make a whole bunch of corsets and send a whole load of corsets over as a... sorry about betraying you and shooting you in the back. Can we be friends? And don't inspect these corsets too closely, because they are made of human. Probably made of you, actually. Made of your relatives that I've murdered. But as long as they don't look too close, it should be fine. Alright, so that transport pod is pretty dang full. Do I have enough gold to make golden braziers? Golden braziers... So, materials like gold, silver, jade are best used for art. The way that RimWorld's beauty mechanics work, non-art things like braziers don't benefit from the material compared to art. So if you made a golden brazier or a golden small sculpture, the small sculpture is going to add to the impressiveness of the room tenfold over a brazier. If I had enough gold to throw gold to everything, I mean, I would do it, but I need to be very efficient about how I use those materials, because it doesn't really make sense to invest in them inappropriately. It's the same reason why I have slate columns opposed to jade columns, and a marble door opposed to a jade door. Because a jade door would cost 25 jade, and a jade wall costs 5 jade. And the beauty of a jade wall versus... A jade wall is 10 beauty, and a jade door is 10 beauty. So a jade door is 5 times the cost for the same amount of beauty. That's the same sort of ratio, right? If you take a look at the braziers here, they don't have a beauty. They can't be beautiful, so it doesn't really matter if you make them out of something beautiful, in other words. So you should invest beautiful materials for things that have beauty values. And most of the, like, braziers, drapes, columns, they aren't, they don't have beautiful values. Harpsichords do, but you can't choose the materials that you that make a harpsichord out of. It doesn't give you the option. It's just like, make a harpsichord out of wood. I suppose if you have a mod to add different types of wood, so if you have like a elven mod that adds elven wood, and the elven wood has a higher beauty value, then it would make sense to make the harpsichord out of like elven wood opposed to regular wood. But yeah, when you're thinking about what you should make out of things, definitely make sure that there's a beauty in the basics stats for them to benefit. So, for instance, this slate grand meditation throne, I did choose to make it out of slate because slate does have a slight higher beauty value compared to granite, which is 0 bonus. And then, you know, every material is a bit different. So, for instance, anything made out of jade will be 2.5 times more beautiful than some default material. Silver is 200%, and then gold is 400%. Granite is, like I said, it doesn't have a beauty modifier. Slate has a 10% beauty modifier. Marble has a 20%, I think. Where is my marble? 35% beauty modifier. So, like, making sculptures out of marble makes the most sense, whereas making out of granite makes the least sense. And then sandstone also has a 10% beauty modifier. So granite is the toughest block, but it's the ugliest. And then marble is the prettiest block. Slate is the lightest block to move. And then sandstone is the quickest block to build. If you ever wondered that. All blocks are best at something. So if you're trying to throw a giant construction project quickly, use sandstone, because it's very fast to build. If you're trying to make it tough, use granite. If you're trying to make it pretty, use marble. If you're trying to haul a lot of it long distance, use slate. Oh, flash storm. Shuttle has arrived for Tiffy. Bye, Tiffy. No, don't tend to her. Haul her. Oh, and limestone is... Yeah, the only one I didn't address. So limestone is sort of the jack of all trades. It's actually not best at anything, I don't think. Its construction speed is 80%. I think that is the same as sandstone. So limestone and sandstone build quick. And then granite... Oh, granite builds as fast as limestone and sandstone? I don't think that was true. Weird. Whatever. And then slate is 0.9 kilograms per block, whereas like sandstone is 1 kilogram, granite is 1.25, Marble is 1.25. And then limestone is 1.1. So slate is the lightest. Do you think that's a newer change? You remember sandstone being the quick building block? Yeah, it must be new. Because I remember actually checking the code like some time ago, and it's news to me that it isn't the fastest. So Kish is out here finishing the farm, which is a project I've been working on for like 20 hours. Inappropriate amounts of time. I still have to figure out exactly how I am going to... What is tattered on you? Your pants? Exactly how I'm going to have a throne room that is impressive. I think it's just going to be larger, like I said. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. First things first, it's high mech tech. Then it's the countess. This high mech tech's going to be very helpful. And also reduce my prison pop, which is going to be really nice. Now that we have a little bit of herbal meds from running the farm, I can extract some ovum again. Psycasted flash storms would benefit the solar panels, but this much. Lightning barely adds power to a power grid. But if you absolutely need power, I guess it will do it. Cheers. Getting very close to high mech tech. 25 or 2600 out of 3000. I'm still so curious of where is those hidden 4 advanced components that I have no idea about. They gotta be somewhere, right? Or it's broken. One of those two things are true. So next gene... Oh, Squint, you're already done. Delete and replace the bill? Oh, I've already done that. See? Doesn't make a difference. Maybe a pawn is carrying them in their bottom? Oh, that's good. Good conjecture. It would be false, but that was a really good idea. Maybe a mech has it. Sometimes, in weird circumstances, mechs can have material on them as well. None of the combat mechs did. Harduk doesn't. Rosie doesn't. Kish just got regened. Does one of my prisoners have it? And somehow it's like counting as me owning it? Like Double D? Nope. Nope. Not a prison pocket. Not anywhere that I know of. Just a big old mystery. If I was to guess, like somehow or another I painted a stock. I don't know. Who cares, right? All I know is I have to count 4 more than what I really want. Because it's incorrect. Well, that was a pretty thorough check. The other thing I could do is just to make sure I don't have like some errant stockpile out here. Like a little 1x1 that I somehow painted. But even if I did, it would have a priority of of normal, and my stockpile for the shelf is important. So like it doesn't make sense that it wouldn't be hauled by now. I'm at a loss. So gift bag for Inalor, plus 22. Plus 9 to the glitterworld empire. So here's a pretty good example. of gifts being appreciated differently. The Glitterworld Empire doesn't particularly care for a lot of the stuff that I would normally trade with them. Like, they don't care about tribal weapons, for instance. So as you can see, it would be Inalor would be 22, Covenant of Amtas is 14, Glitterworld is 9, the Puoko is 22. So like Puoko, the civil union, and Inalor, which is also a civil union, both have the same benefits, as an example. So they're not all quite the same, but they're close. And same with the tribal kick. High Mech Tech is done. So now that I have High Mech Tech, I probably want to get tox filtration so I can get my lungs on. And then I am going to want to build a rip scanner. And I was thinking to put like a rip scanner in here because it's kind of where I keep my prisoners. And I'm going to have Wendy work on that because it's tis urgent. So the idea here is that I would probably dismantle. I would either add to the bandwidth of Mass or dismantle the mechs that Mass has. And I'm not sure which. I still have to assess that. One of the ways that I could improve her bandwidth is to make like an array headset. And that would obviously increase the mech bandwidth by 6, which leaves plenty of room for additional farmer bot, paramedic bot, maybe a fabricor bot or 2. But it would have Mass take off the recon helmet, meaning that I would be down. It would be riskier to use Mass in combat, and given that Mass is one of the only shooters I have, it's a pretty risky endeavor. XML says sandstone blocks are faster, so it's probably a bug. Hey, thanks, Cathanon, for checking. I appreciate it. I really did think that it was faster, and I was like, wait a minute. My memory is not this bad. Thank you for tuning in to The First Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 22nd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. Farewell, my fellow Wendigos.